What's up, everybody? How we doing today? Thank you for your patience. We got a case of Hobby International Serie A. Serie A International Hobby Football case. 12 boxes in the case. This is a pick your team break. Good luck, everybody. Alright, guys, let's do this. We're looking for stained glass, we're looking for artists and artistic impressions, and we're looking for visionaries as our case hits. We got 12 boxes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And 6 is 12. Box number 1. Here we go, empty box. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 12 packs. Here we go. First box, here we go. Alright, so we got a red wave of Dan Ndoye. Dan Ndoye, that's 38 out of 38. We got silver, Denzel Dumfries on the equalizer. Zito Luvumbo, unstoppable silver. We got a zebra in our first box. Zebra in our first box. Our zebra. There's a nice one. Lautaro Martinez on the zebra for Inter Milan. Lautaro Martinez. Lucas Beltran on the silver future. That is Antonio Candela. That is on the Dragon Scale. Dragon Scale, that is 3 out of 18. 3 out of 18 on the Dragon Scale. Sao Coco on the silver prism. Nice Lautaro Martinez zebra. Lukaku. Alex Merritt on the equalizers. Our auto. That is a pitch side signature of Federico DeMarco. This is another one for Inter Milan. Another one for Inter Milan. Nice auto. Tijani Renders. That is for AC Milan. That one is 29 of 38. 29 of 38. Kevin Zeroli. Kevin Zeroli. That is on the Shack. Paolo Maldini on the Shock. Manuel Locatelli. Locatelli on the Unstoppable. That's 44 out of 48. Nicolo Rovella. Andrea Pirlo. Andrea Pirlo. That is 24 out of 38. And that is box number 1. Box number 2. Alright, here we go. Another zebra. So I'm thinking that the zebras are 1 per box, but I don't know. We do have a gold wave here. Gold wave. Coming up, it is Maximo Peroni. Maximo Peroni. That is for Como. 4 out of 10. 4 out of 10. That is Antonio Sambria on the zebra skin. Dragon scale. That is Julio Cesar. Julio Cesar, dragon scale. That is 3 out of 18. 3 out of 18. Lorenzo Pellegrini on the silver. Omari Forson for Monza. That is 16 out of 49. 16 out of 49. We'll leave that zebra up there for now because that's probably one of the best hits we've had so far. That is Danny Mota. Danny Mota. That one is to 38. 19 of 38. Thierry Henry. Henry. Hall of Famer. Simone Inzaghi. He's a coach or a manager in the USCB, a coach. Douglas Luiz starting off the next stack. Samuel Dahl, rookie. That is Mike Maganin on the equalizers. Unstoppable, Matteo Gudezi. I'm going to try and pronounce these names, guys. I'm going to mess up a bunch. There's Paulo Dybala. There's Ibrahim Sulemana on the future. Looks like you got a dragon scale auto. Dragon scale on the auto. And another zebra. That is Giovanni Fabian. Giovanni Fabian. That is a silver Lorenzo Pellegrini. And our auto is a patch auto of Moises Keane. Moises Keane. That one is for Florentina. That one is... Oh no, this is a Peacock auto. Excuse me. Peacock auto, and it's not numbered. All right, box number 3. freaking God. All right, we're going to start out with our auto. Here we go. You're welcome. We got Pietro Comuzzo. That is for Fiorentina. 29 of 38. I'd like to see a nice David De Gea auto. That is silver. Valentin Castellanos. Dusan Vlahovic. Dusan Vlahovic. That is for Juve. Juve on the red auto, not numbered. Santiago Perotti. David De Gea on the equalizers to 49. 15 out of 49 for Fiorentina. Federico De Marco. Unstoppable Emmanuel Locatelli. There's Jaka Bijol. Jaka Bijol, that is for Udinese. 19 of 38. That is a silver prism of Patrick Dorgu. That is going to Lecce. No longer with Lecce, now with Man United. Giovanni Simone. Sergi Roberto. That is box number 3. Box number 4. Put the Peacock auto of Moises Keane out there. Alright, this is box number 4. Box number 4, guys. Good luck. Got another gold wave. Got another zebra. Here we go. Zebra. Antonio Candela, rookie. Nice Antonio Candela, rookie zebra. That is going to Venezia. Christian Pulisic on the silver prism. Our gold goes to Juve. Andrea Cambiaso. Andrea Cambiaso, 3 out of 10. That's going to Juve. Equalizers. Thuram for Juve. Alessio Romagnoli on the silver. There is Alvaro Morata. That is to 48 on the equalizers for AC Milan. Or 49, excuse me. 26 of 49. There's Omari Forson for Monza. Pavel Nedved, legend. Zebra behind Zinedine Zidane. Zinedine Zidane, legend, going to Juve. And our Moises Keane. Moises Keane on the zebra print. Moise Keane. Pietro Pellegrini. Santiago Castro, rookie. There is a Futures zebra of Gianluca Busio. Gianluca Busio for Venezia. Mola Lookman. That is Lookman for Atalanta. 30 of 38. Manuel Locatelli. That is Benjamin Dominguez. Benjamin Dominguez on the Dragon scale. And on the auto, it looks like a legend. Andres Moller for Juve. Andres Moller for Juve. Legend auto. Again, not numbered. And this Dragon scale was to 18, 5 out of 18. That was box number 4. Box number 5. right, here we go. Box number 5. Antonio Raimondo. That is Milan Badelj. Milan Badelj to 38. Or 49, excuse me. 10 out of 49. That is on the snapshot. Allison Becker. Behind that, that is Noah Okafor. Noah Okafor. Card stuck to it. Oh, we got a double for AC Milan because they got stuck together. That is Tommy Abraham. Tommy Abraham and Noah Okafor. On the Dragon Scales, Tammy Abraham numbered 16 out of 18. 11 out of 18 on the Noah Okafor. That's cool. I don't think that was supposed to happen. Valentin Castellanos. Patrick Doherty on the future. Morin Vendrup. Morin Vendrup. This is for Genoa. 13 out of 38. Valentino Lazaro. There it is. Stained glass coming, guys. Patrick Doherty future. Stained glass going to Juve. Alessandro Del Piero on the stained glass. Case hit. Oh. That is Nikola Kristovic. 14 out of 38. Dalinga. There's Hakan. I can never say this guy's name, even when I was doing the UEFA card. So that is for Inter Milan. Sorry, guys. Not going to happen. Lorenzo Toriani. That is 32 out of 38. And our next auto goes to Florentina. That's Yassine Adli. Yassine Adli. These cards are beautiful. Box number 6. 6 of 12. We're approaching halftime. We're in extra time of the first half. Extra time in the first half. Mark, who do you have? Do you have Juve? go. Box number 6. Sulemana, future. Ivan Providel. Dennis Mann. Michael Magnan. There we go. Artistic impression. Fabio Cannavaro. That one is going to Inter Milan. Fabio Cannavaro. On the artistic impression. Wow, you got it all, brother. Simeone. There is Aldomola Lookman. That is to 49. 37 out of 49. Which one? The artistic impression? It is a pretty sick card. Federico DeMarco to 38. That's 22 of 38. Valentin Castellanos. Alessio Rognoli. 22 of 38 for Lazio. Matteo Guidadovzi. I tried. To 18, Artem Dovbyk. Artem Dovbyk, 15 out of 18 on the Dragon scale. Nice. That's pretty sick. Yeah, it is a pretty sick card. Alright, here we go. Let's see the rest of box 6. Here we go. Oh, wow, that's a hell of an ugly print line right there. Good thing it's a base card. Tomas Suslov. Chi Adams. That is Roberto Piccoli. That's Roberto Piccoli. That is for Cagliari. Sorry. Cagliari. 37 out of 38. And for Juve, another auto. And that is another legend, Patrice Evra. Patrice Evra. Again, this one is also not numbered. Box number 7. These cards are gorgeous, I know. Is that another one? Holy mackerel. How many are they going to have in this one? All right. Box number 7. Denzel Dumfries. That is Francisco Conceição. I think that's how you say it. Conceição. That is 31 of 49. David De Gea on the zebra. David De Gea zebra for Fiorentina. See another dragon scale. This one is Theo Hernandez. Theo Hernandez for AC Milan, and it did it again. A second one stuck to the first one. That's Mandela Keita. Mandela Keita. That is for the Parma. 2 out of 18. And Theo Hernandez, 5 out of 18. Thank you, Panini. I'll take Panini International giving us extra dragon scales. Hell yeah. I know that those are not supposed to be that many. Equalizer of Cristiano Biragay. Or Berjai. Not sure. Got another gold wave coming. That is Falcone. I'm just going to say the last name. I couldn't get the first name, guys. Sorry. Pavel Nedved. Ruslan Malinovsky. We got a gold and another auto coming. Our gold is Stefano Toratti. Stefano Toratti for Monza. That is 5 out of 10. Dennis Mann, unstoppable. And our next auto is for Fiorentina. That is a pitch side signature of Mario Gomez. Mario Gomez on the pitch side signature. Box number 8. Box number 8. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. All 12 packs are there. Box number 8. Here we go. Toon Coop Miners. That's Giovanni Simone on the snapshot to 49. That is 26 of 49 for Napoli. Riccardo Orsolini. Adrian Bernabé. Adrian Bernabé, rookie, to 38. That's 27 of 38. Our next Dragon Scale has 2 again. Alessio Romagnoli. That is 4 out of 18. That one's going to Lazio. And the second one behind it, Magnus Kofod Anderson. 13 out of 18 going to Venezia. Charles Ketelari. Zebra of Mikael Ellertson. Unstoppable Carol Linetti. Another gold. There's Nicolo Rovella. Diego Maradona. There's Douglas Luiz. Matteo Politano. Our next gold is a nice one. Tijani Renders. AC Milan. 5 out of 10. 5 out of 10. Didn't this guy just come to the Premier League this year? He did. I thought so, Purple. I thought so. Teo Hernandez. A lot of these players have come to the Premier League. Isak Heen on the equalizers, and our next auto, Noah Okafor on the patch auto. Noah Okafor on the patch auto. So far, 8 boxes. 8 boxes of gorgeous cards. Holy macaroni. We got 4 boxes left, my friends. 4 boxes left. I'm trying to give my arm a little section of a break here. Box number 9. Box number 9. Here we go. Yeah, this stuff is unreal. So beautiful. Select International Basketball is beautiful too. The basketball product. Oh, my pleasure, Team Purple. My pleasure, bud. I'm trying to get the names right for you guys. I know because I watch a lot of this, but it's still, some of these names just get me, you know? I do my best. I do my best. He went to Man City. That's right. Winders went to Man City. Oh, bless. About my arm? Well, thank you, my friend. Thank you, Purple. All right, my friends out there, box number 9 is open. Here we go. There's Hakan Kanaglu. Artem Dovbek on the equalizer to 49. 42 of 49 for Roma. Here's a zebra going to Juve. Gleason Bremer. Gleason Bremer. Francesco Camarda. Mile Villar? Is it Mile Villar, I believe? That is to 38. 29 of 38 for Roma. Dusan Vlahovic. Unstoppable. Yeah, it does look pretty sick, right? It's like meant to be there. That Juve color match zebra, yeah, it's like it's meant to be there. Here's another zebra, guys. This one is it's a pitch side. How about Francesco Totti? Francesco Totti for Roma. Field level, they call it, not pitch level. I think last year it was called pitch side, or maybe it's pitch side for the U.S. and not the international. So, but those are some of my favorite cards. Santiago Castro. Cesc Fabregas. Nicolo Zaniolo. That is 19 of 38 for Atalanta. Giovanni Simone. Isn't that Diego Simone, the coach? Is it Diego Simone? Isn't that the coach's son? Simeone, right? Is it Diego Simeone? There's Danilo on the snapshots. Jackson Hachuracha. Romelu Lukaku. Okay, perfect, yeah. And, I saw the head, and I swear I thought it was David De Gea for a second. That is Albert Gudmundsson. Florentina. For Florentina. Dude, soccer players move around so much, sometimes it's hard to remember where they're at. That is the one sport I see that it's just so much transfers, and moving around. It's like, oh my God. You think of trying to think of the days back in the 80s of baseball where you play for one team for your career. All right, this is box number 10. Box number 10. It is his son. That's what I thought. Okay. Thanks, Mark. Thanks, Purple. You guys helping me out a lot. I mean, again, like I said, I know a bunch because I watch a lot of this. Matter of fact, I was watching this morning. I was watching the Carabao Cup and watching Rexford lose in the first round of the Carabao Cup to Hull City, of all things. So, I think Totti played for Roma his whole career. See, I like that. I like that, when they play for one team their whole career. Alright, you guys, here we go. Box number 10. Scholes gigs at United their whole career. Nice. That's my team, Man United. Michael Coyote. David Fratisi. David Fratisi. Lorenzo Montipo. Lorenzo Montipo. That's Alvaro Morata. That first half of this box was ugly. Nothing to top load. What the hell? Oh, that's because it's all here. Looks like we got another peacock. Looks like we got another peacock. And another dragon scale. Here we go. Vitinha. Our peacock is Loam Chakina. Loam Chakina on the peacock. Another short print. And dragon scale of Hans Nicolosi Cavagila, or 8 out of 18. Caviglia. I got it. There we go. That's Rolando Mandragora. David Beckham for Milan. Lorenzo Colombo. I'm going to need a drink after this, guys, from all these, trying to pronounce all these names. Oh, it looks like we got another Peacock Auto. Peacock Auto. Looks like a pitch side signature. Here we go. First, we're going to get this Hamza Rafia. Hamza Rafia on the zebra for Lecce. Thomas Palacios to 38. Thomas Palacios to 38 for Inter. 30 out of 38. We have an unstoppable of Andre Duda. And our auto. Pitch side signature of Federico DeMarco. Federico DeMarco for Inter Milan. That's a sick auto, guys. That is a sick card. I think I'm going to need to get a bigger top loader even. Oh, no, it goes in. There we go. That's gorgeous. That's gorgeous, man. Put that right up there. Has he played his whole career at Inter? Because I don't remember him anywhere else. I just know that they always talk about DeMarco as a legend at Inter. So, box number 11. Alright guys, this is box number 11. Box number 11. Nicolo Savona. That is 29 of 38. 29 of 38 on the rookie. Patrick Couture. Catrone. Equalizer, Cristiano Biragay. Junior Macias. Philippe Marchwinski. Fit 27 out of 38. He was raised in the Inter youth and played mostly at Inter, but has loaned out a few times. Okay, got it. That's probably why they talk of him as a Inter legend. Florian Thuvin. That is 22 of 49. Got another Dragon Scale. This one is Kasper Urbanski. Kasper Urbanski, and that is for Bologna. 8 out of 18. 8 out of 18. Thierry Henry on the silver prism. Gold. That is Mikael Ellertson. For Venezia. 4 out of 10. 4 out of 10. Unstoppable. That's Kiolanda Gaspar. Federico Baschirotto, Alex Jimenez, Mata Zakanji, that is Joel Paulo, and Matteo Prati on the futures. And our next auto, Serie A signatures for Inter Milan, Carlos Augusto. Carlos Augusto going to Internazionale Milano. And we got one box left. One box, my friends. Box number 12. Box number 12. I'm so used to blasters with 20 boxes. Here we go. Pack by pack. Here we go. Last box. Good luck, everybody. We got Saba Gokalichdizi. That is 20 out of 38 going for Empoli. Nicolo Savona, Francesco Conchacao, got another Peacock. Peacock going to AC Milan, that's Andrei Shevchenko. Andrei Shevchenko for AC Milan on the Peacock. Vitas Genetis. Snapshot of Casper Tegnis. Could not get that name out. Tankstead, I think. That one is 30 out of 38 for Torino. Giacomo Raspadori. Lookman. We got Dalinga. Unstoppable, Nicolo Barea. Barea, our last auto. Gianluca Fravotta for Juve. Another auto for Juve. Thomas Suslov, 33 of 38. Eduardo Bove. Federa. That is Adamola Lookman for Atalanta. That is to 49. 41 of 49. Lookman for Atalanta. We'll get a recap right after this. Angeon Boni. Angeon Boni. That is going to Parma. And that is 3 out of 18 for Boni. And our last pack. It's going to have just a silver. That is Lorenzo Pellegrini to finish off the break. All right. You know, I watched a guy rip a box of this, and he was like, yeah, it's pretty good, but not a lot of numbered cards. Dude should have ripped some more, because we hit a ton of numbered cards. Holy crap. All right, guys, here we go. My pleasure, Purple, my pleasure. Recap time. We got Lookman, Thavin, Dovbik. There's Simeone, Consecao. There's Lookman again. Badel, Morata, De Gea, Monza, and Locatelli. Those were all the 49. To 38, Suslov, Genetis, Govle Chides, Marshawinski, Savona, Palacios, Zaniolo. There's Villar, Bernabé, Piccoli, DeMarco, Romagnoli, Toriani, Kristovic, Frederup, Lookman, Bijol, Comuzo, Moda, Pirlo, Renders, and Ndoye. These are the 18. We got Boni, Urbanski, Cavagilia, Anderson, Rognoli, Hernandez, Keita, Dovbik, Abraham, Okafor, Dominguez, Julio Cesar, and Candela. Our golds to 10. Mikael Ellertusson, Tijani Reinders, Turati, Cambiaso, and Perone. All right, let's do our zebra prints. Rafia, Totti, Bremer, Ellertson, De Gea, Busio, Keane, Candela. There's Martinez, Fabian, and Sanabria. We're going to start with our autos only. Pitch side autos, Mario Gomez and Federico DeMarco. Our vertical autos, Gianluca Frabotta, Carlos Augusto, Albert Gudmundsson, Patrice Evra, Yassine Adli, and Andreas Moeller. Our patch autos, Dusan Vahovic, Noah Okafor, and our first Peacock auto, patch auto, was Moises Keane. Our other Peacock auto was Federico DeMarco. We had two Peacocks, Liam Chaona and Andrei Savashenko. We had two case hits. We had an artistic impression of Fabio Cannavaro, and we had a stained glass of Alessandro Del Piero. There you go, my friends. There is your break. I did the best to pronounce everything. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope to see y'all next time. Have a great night, you guys. Peace.